Today we're going to talk about the present perfect continuous tense, also known as the present perfect progressive. We use the present perfect continuous to talk about actions that started in the past and are still continuing. It has been raining all day. It started raining in the past and it's raining up until now. It has been raining all day. We have been sitting in class all morning. Again, it started in the past, earlier this morning. Up until right now, we have been sitting in class all morning. The emphasis is on the fact that it is still happening. You can also use the present perfect continuous to talk about actions that have recently stopped, but the effects are still relevant. So, for example, I have been calling you for hours. So maybe I was calling you all morning long. I stopped. You call me back. I say, "Where have you been? I have been calling you for hours." Or it has been raining. So we step outside. The ground is wet. It's not raining right now, but I know that it recently was raining. It recently stopped and it had been raining. So I would say, "It has been raining." Recently stopped, but it's still relevant to right now. It has been raining. We can also use the present perfect continuous to talk about actions that have been happening repeatedly over a period of time and are still happening now. I have been taking English classes for 2 years. She has been walking to work this week. So it's been happening repeatedly over a period of time in the past, and it's still happening now. Some other examples of ongoing action: she has been studying for 2 hours. Recent action: they have been painting the house recently. Repeated action: he has been exercising every day this week. How to use the present perfect continuous tense. So you're going to have your subject pronoun, I, you, we, they, he, she, it, plus either have or has been, plus the verb ing, ending in ing. So for example, I have been eating, you have been eating, we have been eating, they have been eating. Or if we're using he, she, it, we're going to use has. So he has been eating, she has been eating, it has been eating. For negative structure, you're just going to add the word not after has or have. So I have not been eating, you have not been eating. We can also make the contraction haven't been eating. So we haven't been eating, they haven't been eating. And then he, she, it, use has, not have. So he has not been eating, she has not been eating. Or the contraction, especially used when speaking, we would use the contraction, it hasn't been eating. To make a question, you're going to reverse the order. So we're going to have or has to start, followed by the subject pronoun. Have I been eating? Have you been eating? Have we been eating? Have they been eating? He, she, it is going to use has. So has he been eating? Has she been eating? Has it been eating? And you can also use phrases like, how long have they been eating? Or how long has she been eating? Talking about the spelling rules when adding ing to the verb. For most verbs, you're simply going to add ing to the base form of the verb. So do becomes doing, play becomes playing, study becomes studying. For verbs that end in E, you're going to drop the E and add ing. So make, drop the E, add ing, becomes making. Take becomes taking. Write becomes writing. For one syllable words ending in consonant, vowel, consonant, you're going to double the final consonant and add ing. So the verb sit, it's one syllable. It ends in consonant, vowel, consonant. We're going to double the last letter. Sitting with two T's. Run, one syllable, ending in consonant, vowel, consonant. Double the last letter. Running has two N's. Plan is one syllable. It ends in consonant, vowel, consonant. We're going to double the last letter, planning, with two N's. For verbs that end in IE, we're going to change the IE to a Y, and then we're going to add ing. So for example, tie, the IE becomes a Y, and then we add the ing, tying. Die, same thing, drop the IE, add a Y, dying. Lie becomes lying. And for verbs that end in C, we're going to add a K and then add the ing. So picnic becomes picnicking with a K, panic becomes panicking with a K, mimic becomes mimicking, adding that K before the ing. Now we're going to talk about using this tense with for and since. With for, we're talking about how long something has lasted. It indicates duration of time. So for 10 minutes, for 2 weeks, for a long time. Some examples of this: I have been waiting for you for an hour. She has been playing the piano for 2 hours. They have been learning French for 6 months. All of these times are duration, they're periods of time. Since refers to a starting point of the action in the past. So since yesterday, since 5, since Monday, since 1995. All of these are points of time that the action started. So I have been reading this book since yesterday. He has been working at the company since 2010. We have been waiting for the bus since 8 a.m. Some more examples of for and since. So again, for is duration of time, for 5 minutes, for 6 months, for 2 centuries, forever. Since is a starting point. Since 9 o'clock, since Monday, since 1994, since I left school. All of those are starting points. So we could talk about right now. We have been sitting in class for 1 hour. So that's duration of time. Or I could say the starting point. We have been sitting in class since 8 a.m. when we started. Some more examples. How long have you been taking English classes? I have been taking English classes for 2 years, duration of time. Or I could use since. I have been taking English classes since 2023. And again, with he, she, it, we're going to use has. So how long has she been taking English classes? She has been taking English classes for 1 year. She has been taking English classes since 2024, starting point. So these are common mistakes that English language learners use or do when using this tense. So remember, you're going to say have or has with been. Do not forget to use have or has with been, followed by the present participle. So for example, the wrong example, I've been waiting for the bus for almost an hour. You have to use have or has. Don't forget. So the correction would be, I have been waiting for the bus for almost an hour. Also, don't forget to use the present perfect continuous tense, especially with for or since. You do not want to use the present progressive tense for an ongoing action, even though it is happening right now, especially when you're using for or since. So I am waiting for the bus for almost an hour would be incorrect, even though I am waiting for the bus currently, because we're talking about how long it's been in the past that we have been waiting. You do not want to use the present progressive. The correct sentence would be, I have been waiting for the bus for almost an hour. Let's practice. Put the time phrases in the correct column using for or since. So remember, for is duration of time. Since is starting point. If you want to pause your video and work on these, we'll go over the answers in just a minute. All right, hopefully you had time to work on these. Let's look at the answers. So with for, we're going to say for 2 days, for 3 years, for a long time, for an hour, for 5 hours, for 10 weeks. All of this is duration of time. Now for since, we're going to talk about starting points, when it began. So since 3 p.m., since September, since July 12th, since 2017, since yesterday, since Friday. All right, so you're going to rewrite these sentences using the present perfect continuous tense. Go ahead and pause your video. All right, let's go over the answers. Number 1, I started working here 6 weeks ago. The answer, I have been working here for 6 weeks. Let's look at the others. Number 2, we started using computers 5 years ago. We have been using computers for 5 years. Number 3, Rick started looking for a job in July. Rick has been looking for a job since July. Number 4, Serena started studying art in 2013. Serena has been studying art since 2013. Number 5, Tina and Tam started fixing the car 3 hours ago. Tina and Tam have been fixing the car for 3 hours. Number 6, you started talking on the phone 40 minutes ago. You have been talking on the phone for 40 minutes. All right, and the last one, I want you to look at these sentences and make corrections to add the missing word. Just a hint, not every sentence may be incorrect. Go ahead and pause your video. All right, hopefully you had time to look at this. Number 1, how long have you been working here? The missing word was have. Let's look at number 2. Have you been waiting for a long time? Number 3, we have been painting this house since Monday. Number 4 was correct. Has Tran been studying a long time? Nothing was missing. Number 5, how long have we been waiting here? And number 6, Dennis and Jean have been talking all morning. That's it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. Have a great day.